I got the last word, brother.
To the town of Alfrea rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before a day. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
What's up, gamers? If you don't already know, I'm Cerridius, and in today's video, we looking at the last word. Now, this is last word video upload number 382. This is last word buff / nerf number 6781. And we are currently on a buff. The reason why we are on a buff is because this gun kind of got an overall hand cannon buff from just the recent Beyond Light, where all hand cannons basically got a little range increase. So we got a little range increase on the last word. Now, was that range buff enough to make this gun worth using? I'm talking strictly on a mouse. I'm going to say no. For how Destiny is with every other gun where you could have just such lazy aim and aim 10 meters to the right of the head and get a headshot, last word is not that. Last word requires a lot more precision, a lot more accuracy. That's how every gun should be, but unfortunately, every gun is not like that. So it's almost like a handicap. You're handicapping yourself because everyone just gets to have lazy aim, whereas you have to have actual accurate aim. Now sure, if you want to whip this gun out because you're bored, want to do something different, go right ahead. Maybe you'll slay out in a game with it and do pretty well, but for the most part, you're just going to do a lot more with a 120 currently. The 8 bullets in the magazine's kind of lacking for 6s. Now, if you're on controller, you can use this gun perfectly fine in trials paired with the sniper. It'll be an amazing gun. It has a super fast time to kill. I think it's 0.67 or 0.6 flat, something like that. You just gotta work the range, get a little close, and that's about it. So certain maps might be a little more challenging, but this gun on a mouse, there's just too much inaccuracy from the hip fire. Even with your reticle right on them, there's still a lot of times where you'll just get misses or ghost bullets or whatever. It's just because this gun says it's more accurate from the hip and has hip fire grip doesn't mean it's 100% accurate from the hip, which I wish it was. And then you gotta take into account, you know, players' connections, because we don't have dedicated servers, and a lot of stuff adds up to cause your bullets to just miss, even when your reticle is right on them. I will say though, whenever you do have a damage buff on this gun, and this goes for any gun, but you can feel it on Last Word a lot. When you have a damage buff on this, whether it be the whole Ice Shatter thing, Inertia, Frontal Assault, Empowering Rift, you know, everything like that, you know, Lumina, whatever, any damage buff, this gun shoots amazing and feels amazing. Almost like it did back in when it first came out in Destiny 2. Not as much range and not ADS, but it just feels amazing to shoot. Because your hitboxes feel like they get bigger, you're rewarded for your lazy aim. And I would honestly love if this gun shot like that consistently, and I would still take the 68 damage per headshot versus, you know, the extra 20% damage you're getting from the damage boost. But if this gun shot like it did damage boosted all the time, I would love it. I don't think I'd use it over 120s again if I was serious and wanted to slay out more, but the gun would be a lot more fun and satisfying to use. Like I said, don't let all those clips in the beginning fool you. Those clips took 383 days to farm up together to edit for this video, so don't ever let clips in the beginning of videos fool you into thinking a gun is good. I'll always be honest with you guys and tell you if a gun is good, regardless of me posting the clips or not. Anyway though guys, I think that's about it. You guys already know about the Last Word and stuff. Maybe there's some new people out here who looking into the gun and just got the game or whatever. I still see that a lot. People are just getting this game, which is, you know, a good thing. We need to repopulate the PC servers. A lot of you guys recently have been stopping by my stream from YouTube and letting me know you're from YouTube. I really appreciate that. That's my most favorite thing, is when you guys come from my YouTube content over to my Twitch. So thank you guys for doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed the Last Word video. I know a lot of people love this gun. I still love this gun. It's still my most favorite Destiny hand cannon. Even though it may not be good, I still love it. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. My God. Oh, Elvin. Elvin, thank you for the tier 1 for 30 frickin' months.
Five minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on.
Oh. A region. You're on like a not a European schedule anymore, are you?
You shut the enemy down.
Get the damage boost. Boom.
Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us. Double down. Together as one. I love it.
Oh, okay. So you'll be around, or at least on our like time schedule.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. one. You have my respect, Hunter. 3 minutes. Zone C locked. Zone B. You have zone advantage. They've almost won.
Not what I wanted to do. Oh, I got a damage boost.
By a team
Oh yeah, brother, let's
that
go.
fights together, stays together. Victory is all I ask.
Come on, keep him coming, keep him coming.
Good.
Oh, did I lose it? I was in the air.
Control. Targets eliminated.
That was a pretty good last word game, kind of like, I don't know, showcasing it. You're 40. Which 40 is like kind of low, but it's not because it's the last word. And those are really nice. There's a really cool last word streak at one point, so I'm happy with that one.